when we were doing a pull, we saw like some kind of flame or spark or something down the timing belt end, and we don't know what it is. So welcome back to another video. We are over again at EFI Parts, and we are with the beautiful drag car at Brad Morgan's. Anyone who's seen this, we did a full review on it. This is the 9-second 1.4 powered mental Renault 5 Turbo. It is not technically here for mapping, it is here for progression, because everyone wants to go faster. You put a bigger turbo on, you'll put bigger injectors in. So Brad has put a bigger turbo on. We're guessing, talking to Brad, he's going to max out the fuel system. Will the engine take the turbo? Will it respond as it should? Is it too big? Basically, development. It could either blow itself to bits and have all the bottom end on the bottom of the dyno, or we could go away with technically a bit more power. So I think last time it was on the dyno, it made 540 horsepower. Let's get it on the dyno. Some things to note whilst watching the video is you will see there's a charger pack and a power cable and a power crimp around the front of the car. The reason for that is, if anyone remembers the original review, it's on a 16 volt system. Don't run an alternator, and it's all on the battery at 16 volt. Because it's a constant kind of session for a few hours, you have to put the jump pack on to keep life inside the battery. So the goal now is basically warm the engine because it's on pump fuel. So we'll warm it up, get it nice to temperature, and then we'll switch over to the M5 race fuel. The reason for warming up on obviously the normal petrol fuel is there's no point wasting M5 when you can do it on normal petrol. Warm it on pump fuel, then swap over because your engine's already warm. Basically, as we started it now, it's got an idling. It's idling very high, so obviously they've just checked for vac leaks. Now they're just going to adjust the throttle cable down so it idles a bit nicer. Just on a pull at gate pressure, I think we're 300s-ish horsepower. Basically that's just kind of like a tester to make sure everything's fine. Not learned anything, so now we're going to put some ice in it, get it all properly prepared, and then start ramping some boost in and seeing where it ends up. He's hoping to see the same power at the same boost pressure, but previous turbo was maxed out. So this means if it leaves with the same power, same boost pressure, in the future they can start ramping some more boost in and make some more power. And it's really nice because it's a big kind of group outing for all the lads, for the drag lads, having a pizza, watching a car on the dyno. Couldn't think of a better evening, if I'm honest. What's funny is everyone stood outside because methanol when it's burning makes you cry, makes your eyes water like mad. So I can literally stand in the dyno cell for literally a pull, and then I've got to go outside and wipe my eyes to get some fresh air. That's why Chris has got breathing apparatus on in the seat. Not all glamorous, this mapping like it. So just having a clean up. Brad thinks he's overfilled the gearbox a little bit, so after every pull we just got to go wipe it down. He said you're going to be on camera.
That before today, right?
Yes, but it fills this every pass.
Oh, okay.
So that's not unexpected.
So me seeing it come out there,
yeah,
it's not that unusual.
No, I don't think we need to throw the towel in just yet. We might have a practice.
So to explain what's going on, basically the engine fills up the catch can near enough every pass. The pressure this little one falls under and the revs and everything, it's a common thing, as you will probably heard Brad say, it fills the catch can. So now it's literally drain the catch can, wipe everything down because obviously it's oiled stuff down which you need to clean up, wipe the screen, and possibly the engine sounds good still, sounds like it's got compression. They'll go again and we'll see where we end up. If the plug's got an end on, it's good.
Yeah, we're good.
You got an end?
Number one survived. The plugs, yeah.
We've all got the end on.
We used to Ford
Something.
Not even a bar.
Yeah, but listen.
Like, think about the gauge.
Yeah, it sounds more like a bar than that to me.
Yeah. It sounds. You think the gauge is?
Yeah.
Sounds about right, doesn't it, for me?
Can we try another one?
If we've got 6 PSI consistent.
Consistent across the... It's good to go.
That's it, send it.
Come on, try that. I think it's the gauge because
And now it's rolling off.
Right. Was that not a tactic that we employed with boost control?
No, because I think the engine was...
I think
in the
it-
past, yeah, we have done, but I think more recently, no, the engine was... See, look, the boost was flat.
Right.
We've just had a relatively flat £45 or whatever, 44.
Please don't snap them.
They snap, mate.
Are you using that calibrated elbow?
Yeah. I'm walking away.
Cringing.
time now.
30 newtons, that is.
It's either that the valve has shrunk, which is not like or and the push rod's not bent, it spins alright.
Gap it up again.
Others feel right enough, do they?
I need a spark.
Do you want to put it in gear, put it in top gear and just turn the roller.
With slightly more boost pressure, we're gaining no more horsepower. And obviously, before you obviously start opening the engine up, we have no idea of what that fault was. Have you overheard Chris talking? So let's say it was 45 psi original pull and it made 540. This is now at 47, 48 psi and still made 540. No idea why it's down and not gaining on. We've given it more boost pressure. We've taken the rock cover off. We're finding the valve clearance on the rockers is quite a lot. So technically that means the valves aren't opening fully, hence meaning the air can't get into the engine and it's all sat in the inlet manifold. So they're going to re-shim all the rockers and then go from there.
This is actually the limit of that maximum was actually 8 and 6 or something like that. So I think it's about right. So the dyno was caught up with the wheels by the end. So the power was all right. You just won't have that spike of torque at 6,000 revs.
So update of what's been going on. So another power run, a little bit more boost. Obviously it's fixed the valve clearance, refueled, re-iced, and we've realised that the charge cooler's not been turning on. So obviously we've re-iced it, turned the charge cooler on, and it's just seeing 570. So that's good news that everything's working in the right direction. Because as I said in the beginning of this isn't all about making power. This is about education. Is the path that Brad's going the right direction to go faster? Is it the right turbo? Is it the right specs? That type of thing. Airing off Chris's, he's checking the data, see whether there's any bit more to be made, see whether anything's maxed out, and potentially try again. So what we've done is, when we were doing a pull, we saw like some kind of flame or spark or something down the timing belt end, and we don't know what it is. We slow-mode the videos, still can't see anything, or can't pinpoint it, can't see anything on the car. So what we've done is, I've sat down, filmed the area at gate pressure, and it's not showing anything. So I think we're going to have to go for a full pull to properly diagnose it. So let's see what they want to proceed, and let's see what they're going to do. So I think that's what's going to call it a night. We are at 54 psi of boost. We've made 570 horsepower. But as you can see through the video, you can see where there's like a flame coming out the side. We are suspecting it's lifting the head, shoving a flame out. But then as you come off the revs, it's basically reclamping the head, so let's say reseating it, and it's still running fine. Either that or the exhaust gasket's blown out. But again, it's not. It doesn't sound like an exhaust gasket, because you'd think you'd find a leak across them all. We're guessing that's the limits of the clamping force of the cylinder head. But on the good side of this, taken away, obviously, as it being educational, it's made more power than it ever has done, and it means that they're on the right direction to make more power and to get the goals that they need. As I said at the beginning of the video, this is all about learning and getting Brad to the next steps. And 570 bhp, that amount of boost is insane on a 1.4 push rod engine. So let's see how the night pans out, but I think that's us done. surmise, looking at the graph and looking at the data, you should have been up at the 600s, but obviously we had the head lifting issue. To think that there is a 1.4 push rod engine still on the stock crank, that thing is insane. There's an experience there this evening, great company, had a really good evening, bit of a laugh and a banter with the boys from the drag racing from Santa Pod. Everyone had obviously turned out, like I said. Chris, again, worked his magic, fantastic host. Brad's got some work to do. He's learnt a lot. I've learnt a lot, and surrounding yourself with people who are in the know is how you learn and grow yourself, and that's why I really enjoy doing these type of evenings. I hope you enjoyed that. Again, something a little bit different. We're going to carry on with this series of EF5 parts and keep on doing the interesting cars, so plenty more to come. We'll sign this one off, guys. Take care, and I'll see everyone on the next video.